City Aquatics, and let's see, will this thing, oh, something for the, hold on. I just have to check something. Probably driving ain't the best way to do this, but, oh, I do it down here. All right, nope, on, off, huh, mail stream, so, settings, camera. All right. Hello, hello. Sorry about that. Uh, I've only done this on my phone once before, I think. It was a couple weeks ago. It didn't go so good. But so we're on our way from Michigan to Pennsylvania, the northern half around Du Bois Clearfield area. I need to go and get my mother's belongings from an assisted living that she was staying at because, you know, she's in therapy. She's working out, getting stronger because of some accident. She fell and broke her shoulder. Then she fell and broke her pelvis. So um, she's at a place that my family works, some of my family members work at. So she's taken care of very good. So I'm going to leave her in there probably about 5-6 months more, so she can get built up really strong. And all right, just check my GPS on the thing. So she can get stronger, and there's no sense taking her out. Let her build up. Anywho, so I figured, maybe build up some hours or some time on my stream, and for others to be able to, I don't know, see. I'm a scenic person. I love the mountains. I love the woods. I love country. It's really not too much of that right now, but if you want to see, what it looks like, if you've never been to Michigan, Ohio, I'll be going, I don't know how close, but I'll be in the area to where I could actually go to, let's have a picture of staying on the right hookup here. That's 480 to Cleveland. So right there, if I wanted to go see Rob, and go see his shrimps, I could go see him. I think he's in Cleveland, Ohio. So that's the way I'd have to go. I'd have to get off the turnpike. I've been driving for. I left at I got on the expressway at 10 to 6. I got up at about 5:10 this morning. It's 8:22 a.m. right now. I've driven 152 miles, 152.8 miles. I stopped to use the restroom one time. Had to pee, got coffee and a Monster in me. I had a candy bar, and I had some gum. I almost had a drop phone. Another reason I'm able to do this, I broke my phone 2 days ago. I put insurance on it because the front of this phone was over $400 to fix it. So I was able to get insurance on it. It cost me $29. So it's just I wanted to share this with everyone, for the people that know that I'm from live in Michigan, which is Detroit. Well, it's Michigan. I live outside of Detroit, but so you can see like where I go, things that I do, stuff like that. So I just figure I'll turn the camera the other way and come on a ride with me. So, but it's very basic. I have tools in the back of my car, for work. I was gonna stay the night and then come back tomorrow, which is Sunday. My cousins are actually out hunting right now. Deer. It's hunting season right now in Pennsylvania. But my business partner that I do my side work with, he wants me to work on his fiance's daycare tomorrow because there'll be no one there. And so instead of coming out here to stay, I'm actually going to drive here. It's 5 hours to get to where my mother's at. And then I'm going to come back. If anyone's ever seen the movie Groundhog Day, it was filmed in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. That's where my mother is staying, in that town. But here's the cool thing, is that there is an antique store there. It is only open the last weekend, the last Saturday and Sunday of every month. Who knew that this is the last Saturday and Sunday of this month? So I'm quite excited. It's called Nordic, it's not Nordic Antiques, but I don't know if I ever posted it, but when you go in, there's a big, huge carved, like 10-foot tall wooden Viking, but it's like 3 floors. It used to be an old silk warehouse. They made silk and stuff there. So I can't remember when it closed, 1900 somewhere in the early 1900s. But so they turned it into an antique place. It's got the old wooden elevator. You pull the doors down in front. So this is what I'm doing. I am going straight through to my mother's place. The place she was living. I'm collecting her clothes, her property, her television, because we bought her a brand new color TV. Her $500 glasses that she misplaced. Dementia's a very bad thing, but they found them, so I'm going to grab those and take everything to her from Du Bois to Punxsutawney. But before I see her, I'm going to stop at the antique store. Check that out really quick. I got some great finds there last time we were there. If you guys watch my streams, I think my last live stream, most of my streams, there's, I have a light behind me that sometimes I have turned on. And it's called Homie's Pool Hall. It's a Hispanic, a Mexican hookup. And it's a pool hall layout. But what it is there was a product made years ago, and there's these little Hispanic figures, like, I don't know, any other figures that you can buy. But they're little homies. They're like, Mexican figurines. It's cool. It's really, really cool. Well, anyways, these lights were made to put in stores that were selling homies, little homies. And they made this light. Well, there's I can't find any for sale when I came here. It was here, and I picked it up. So we had a couple of really good finds here. So it's very interesting to come to this place. There's some other ones that we go to quite often. Actually, every time we come here, Luke comes just so he can go. because he collects crystals, all sorts of rocks, beautiful stones, and they have a lot here. So it's a great place to come and antique. Then there's another gentleman when we were leaving last time. Um, yeah, Cleveland, Columbus. So like right here. Yeah, go see Rob. Gosh, I can't think of his. I don't. Y'all know Rob. I can't think of his freaking stupid. Not stupid, but I feel stupid because I can't think of his name. His aquatics. Anyways, when me and Luke were leaving last time, leaving Punxsutawney, there we found a new antique place owned by this older gentleman. He had just opened it up. His prices were, he had stuff in there I haven't seen since, I was 10, 12 years old. Toys that I had back then. And just incredible stuff. But some of his stuff was through the roof. I mean, prices that. But like he said, he's not an antique store. He doesn't sell like, he said people come in there and they say, hey, where's the candles and this, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I'm at that kind of antique store. So maybe we'll get a video of that. Maybe we can stop in there. But this is a 5-hour drive one way, and it's going to be a 5-hour drive back with stopping in between. So let's see what we can put together today. And hopefully people are interested and excited about this. But, we just put some stuff together. You guys can maybe see, how the trees and everything are changing color. Here's Akron, Youngstown, stuff like that. If you have nothing to do, leave your computers on or your phones on and just, travel with me. I'll get there around 11 o'clock. So I have 3.5 hours left. Like I said, I made one stop, quick little pit stop. Use the bathroom really fast and, hopped right back in the car. We have over a half a tank. We're doing 80 miles an hour at about 2,200 RPM. Engine's nice and, running perfect, everything. I'm driving in a Ford Flex, 2010 Ford Flex, loaded. You can see behind me it has a panoramic roof, so like the whole roof is all glass. Everyone has their own sunroofs. We bought this car a while ago. I'm actually getting ready to maybe trade it. It has 143,000 miles on it. The wife does not drive much. I bought this car with 121,000 miles on it from the dealer, and now it has 143,000 on it. So she doesn't drive much. This thing drives like it was built yesterday. It's incredible. It's just a great vehicle. That's why I like to travel in it. It has a cooler, built-in cooler in between the two seats there. It is what it is. The sun is very crazy right now. It is out. I don't have an issue with it. If I wasn't in the car, my glasses would be black. It's either tinted some, but they would be black, because I have sensitive eyes. But the glass in the car is really good glass. It's got the UV protectant built into it. So we'll be good with that. And it is what it is. So, yeah. So, one thing I like to talk about, I'm sure a lot of our subscribers, you know what? Better yet, all right, let's do this. See how cool we can do this. So I don't have to hold this and drive. There we go. Look at that. All right. His dementia. Uh, um, I'm adopted, so my mother, my, I mean, she's my mother no matter what. They adopted me, but she is my mother. I don't know. I know how to adjust this, but I'm afraid that it's all the way up, and I don't want to break it. Anyways, that should be good. You guys can see. Um, but so growing up as a child, my grandmother, my mother's mother, uh, she had dementia, and she had loss of short-term memory. I'm really sorry, I can't see. I don't know how this is going. Hold on, let me hit this. I don't know if it'll kick me out. Sorry. See, hit the wrong button. You don't know what the hell is going on. Chill. Oh, see, now I can see stuff. Chill, fish fam, still in ya? Oh, that's my voice still in ya. Fish tasted. Good morning, fish family. Oh yeah. If I don't see you in here, no, I don't think everyone wants me to stare at the phone. So if I don't see you in here, happy belated Thanksgiving. Hope everyone has a beautiful time with their families. If you didn't get to see your families or you don't have family anymore, happy Thanksgiving. You're always family to us, so we're glad to see you. Dibs, Aquapet, Shell, Brian, I hope you and your family are all doing well. Please tell them I said hi. I will. Sorry to hear that your mom went through that. We'll be saying prayers. Thank you very much. What's up, still in you? That's my boy right there. Please enjoy your day and don't let nothing or no one steal your joy, ladies and men. What they say about that? Can't remember. Only Oscars. Welcome, Dr. Black 66. What up? Boy, good to see you. I knew going live in the morning would up. All right, let me turn this sucker this way. I got this phone holder for my wife. It seems to work pretty good. All right, so back to that. Back to what I was talking about. Hope everyone can hear me good, see me good. So, growing up as a child, uh, my grandmother, as I got older, or as I should say, as we all got older, um, and it wasn't even that old. She started to lose her short-term memory. Now, this is just, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have Alzheimer's or someone in their family has dementia, dementia, Alzheimer's. Um, but I just talked about it. So, who knows? Maybe someone listening to this has seen these symptoms in someone in their family and it may help. Because I've dealt with it my whole life with them, and it's no big deal. The only bad thing is you have to not let it get to you, not let it upset you. Um, that's all. It can get under your freaking skin sometimes and drive you bonkers. I mean, literally. But anywho, as a kid, I grew up and it was cute. My grandmother would, bless her heart. She was just a beautiful person. she would come out and say, "Hey, Brian," that's their accent here. "Hey, Brian, yeah, do you want something to eat? Did you eat today?" This is Pennsylvania. They have this heavy accent. Like, yeah, Grandma, I ate. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. If you want something, let me know. Okay. 2 minutes later, she'd come out. Hey, Brian. Yeah, Grandma. So I ask you, do you eat? Yeah, Grandma, I eat. It's so funny. It's funny to me to talk like that because all my cousins talk like that. It's not rednecky. It's I don't know. It's just all these states, east and south, they have different tang, slang, and um, stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. It just depends where you go. But I'd be like, no, Grandma, you asked. I'm good. You sure? Yeah. 2 minutes later, she literally walk all the way back out to the living room. Hey, did I ask you, are you hungry? No, Grandma, I'm good. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So this would go on for quite some time. And it was just the cutest thing. But the thing that kind of was super cool, and I realized that later in life was, um, she would think about others so much that she was always concerned about how other people felt or what they needed. Um, or, she always wanted to, take care of everyone else. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. Um, I forget people's names all the time. So it was that all the time, all the time. Now I had a cousin, and his name was Dave. Well, Grandma, we looked kind of the same. I mean, I'm way taller because I'm 6'8". It's not bragging, but we were both tall. He's like 6'3", and he had long blonde hair, and I had long blonde hair at the time. So um, she would call me Bry Dave, kind of like she wouldn't be wrong one way or another. So my name went from Brian to Bry Dave. Uh, that was the other cute little thing how she would because I would walk in. It was kind of like when I come in the house, it was me or David. She'd be in the other room, and she'd just be like, "Hey, Bride Dave," and I'm like, "Yeah, Grandma, it's me." And then I'd come around the corner, and she would see which one it was, Brian or David. So, anyways, as we grew up, you know, it kind of got worse, but it was like we were all used to it. It was we were just used to it. So it didn't seem like it got worse, but when you're around it so much, it did get worse. But you really never, realized. Um, Let me see if I can show you. This is like one of the cool things that I like. See if I can turn this up. See, I'm not gonna be able to do it. See, I don't know how to do this so well. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, don't want to shut the camera off. Here we go. All right. So this is a bridge. This is Akron, Ohio, right by Akron, Ohio. Well, we're going up into the mountains higher and higher and higher. But this bridge right here is an incredible, cool bridge. Um, and then the wall of it, it's the mountain, it's all, stone. So the wall, I mean, they cut it out of the mountain so you can drive through it. Super cool. I just wanted to show it. It's kind of a landmark that me and Luke always pay attention to when we hit that. When we get close to that bridge, we always know we're so far along. So Oh, back again. I keep hitting that's what I'm saying, the phone thing. I don't know how to use. Anyways, so over the years, it just, we would talk about it, but then my mother would start to talk about it, and she would say, I don't ever want to get like my mother. If I ever get that bad, don't, don't let me get that bad. And I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do about it. But my grandmother had gotten so bad at one time that, I mean, these things are kind of funny, but um, it got to the point where she would like forget about like going to the store, like getting bread and just anything. She forgot. She would never know the last time she went to the store. So the grass around her car at times would get so tall you almost couldn't see it. Now, our family members would come down and cut the grass, but around the car, it's not like they had weed whackers, so we just took the keys from her. And when then we sold her car. Then we got her this thing called Meals on Wheels, to where she would get, her meals delivered to her, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, all day, every day. So she never needed anything. And so she forgot that she drove, or not that she drove, she just never had a care to go to the store anymore. So then the other thing it was really cool, which probably helped her live way longer. Well, maybe. She smoked cigarettes. She smoked a brand called Moore, Moore. There were these long, really dark brown cigarettes, real skinny. A woman's cigarette. Well, one day we were here, and she asked my mother. She said, "Hey, do I smoke?" And my mom looked at her and said, "What?" She said, "Do I smoke?" And my mom just, all of a sudden, no. She said, "You used to. You don't smoke anymore." She said, "No." She said, "Uh-uh." She said, "You quit." Hold on, I'm just, right. I was just changing my speed a little bit. Cops don't mess with you on the turnpike if you're around 78. Speed limit 70. Oh, it's dropped down to 50 for who knows what freaking reason. There's some cones, but it's the weekend. No one's working, so it's the holidays. So you really shouldn't. It's 50 while I'm a construction worker, so I know this stuff. It's 50 while there's people working. I mean, if there's people working, then the speed limit's 50. If not, then it's still 70, which I drive. I try not to drive more than 10 over. Um, 10 over, 9 over, 8, 9 over, they're cool with. You start going higher than that, they'll get you. There's a lot of speed troopers out today. But, right, back to the story. So, uh, she forgot that she smoked. So she was 78 years old when she forgot that she smoked cigarettes. Uh, so it's kind of cool because she lived till she was 90. 2 broken hips, pneumonia, all that stuff later. And then she just stopped eating. She had gotten to a point in her life to where, they wouldn't let her go back to where she lived. The doctor said she was too weak, and so she just quit eating because she was done in her mind. So um, my mother, I'm just trying to kind of let people know the stages of dementia and the things that happen. That they just forget, literally forget altogether. She never forgot who I was. I never walked into a room and she was like, "Who are you? Why are you in my house?" Um, and then she was put into assisted living by my mother due to the fact that she had a propane stove back. See you, Shell. Thanks for coming. But she had a propane stove, um, and she had knocked the burner off of it. I guess the flames were blowing up, and my cousins came over and turned her propane off. And after that, we were afraid that she burned the house down and hurt herself. But she didn't even know she had done it. So they had put her in an assisted living out here in Pennsylvania. So the reason my mother is in Pennsylvania is my mother's dementia has taken her to a place in her mind that um, she thinks that she's in Pennsylvania. So when she lives with me, she'll look out the window thinking she can walk across the street and she'll be at her mother's house down the road in Pennsylvania. So I thought the coolest thing would be if I put her in assisted living because she had fell and fractured her hip with me. And that was, a scary moment because I didn't want to, leave her alone while we're all at work. And because she had fallen like twice, she fell once, hit her nose, broke her nose, two black eyes, and then she fell again, hit her forehead. It was things were starting to get scary. I mean, she would slide right off the end of the bed. Um, and the only reason we moved her was her safety, due to the fact that, um, we were afraid something would happen to her while we were gone, and there wouldn't be anyone there. I mean, we had cameras and everything, but, trying to talk to somebody through a camera that has dementia is like the hardest thing in the world because they don't know where the noise is coming from. A person with dementia can't put two and two together. So, uh, it's a scary situation. So, I thought putting her in Pennsylvania, her TV would play every day. Her mother's buried out here, but the TV would be on every day. Say coming from Altoona or Du Bois or Punxsutawney, Punxsutawney Phil, all this stuff. It would, I don't know, make her mind at ease. Make her think, hey, I'm at home. So that's why I go to Pennsylvania so much. It's to see my mother and do things for her, take care of her. But it's just to visit her. Luke would be with me, but he has a broken leg, and so he's not coming for this one. But so with my mother with the dementia, yeah, it has gotten so bad where she just has long-term memory. She has no short-term memory, which means she doesn't remember what happened 2 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. But if I ask her where she went to school, she'll know the church's name in Detroit where she went. It's St. Solana Falls, or I don't know the name of the church. I can't remember. But Catholic Church, her and my father went to school at a church. So Solana Falls or Solana, I don't know. I can't remember. I see the name of it all the time because it's on. I belong to a group on Facebook from the old neighborhood. But yeah, so yeah, so she has a long-term memory, no short-term memory. I have no memory. When I was hitting the head at work and fractured three of the vertebrae in my neck, pretty bad, and I mean, I've noticed things get better. You know, my memory gets better and stuff. So hopefully, you know, I mean, it's been quite a while. So hopefully, it just gets better over time. Uh, but so when I go to see her today, she'll know who I am. You know, everything. But she won't really know that. She won't know that she lives in Pennsylvania. When she sees me, she'll just think that you know we're somewhere. If I ask her, she might say Detroit. She might say Pennsylvania. It just depends on the day. She might know where she's at. She might not. But she'll know who I am. She doesn't have a memory. You know, her long term is intact, so she always knows. Now, my wife, the only thing she really does is which I guess you say sometimes she forgets who we are because, you know, we'll ask, you know, or you just go to see her and be like, hey, what's going on? Until she might think I'm her brother Jerry. So that's, I guess she does that sometimes. Or she'll call my wife, you know, my uncle's wife's name. You know, so, but when I go there, she'll know who I am. Should. I don't have a thought that she won't. So, but, so that's the thing. You know, I don't feel sorry for her or feel bad for her. I mean, I do, but I try not to because I don't want to show up, you know, in a sad mood or anything like that. You know, long time until, you know, after my dad passed away, her dementia got worse. So I took her car keys away because I was afraid if she drove, she wouldn't remember home or remember where she lived, and then maybe go to a house she used to live in. Um, uh, you know, as we had her in assisted living, you know, then we took her out of it, just moved her into our house. But you know, then I mean, she started to have a lot of accidents, you know, and it just got scary. It got to a point where you know I was just afraid for her well-being of what could happen while we were gone. And it's hard, you know. You're at work, you want to check on her. You got to stop work, turn the camera on, you know, look where she's at, if she's okay. But even if she has fallen, I mean, who do you call? Who do you know? 911's not going to get in your door. I mean, if just she can't get up if she does fall, you know. So it was just time. We knew that there'd be a time we didn't want it to happen because we really enjoyed her being there because Luke could grow up with her. You know, the dogs, you know, had someone there with them all day long. But it was when my dad died, her dementia got worse. You know, with someone with dementia, anytime something drastic happens in their life, even if they get sick. If they get sick, that's another thing that kicked her dementia. And worse was she had got a UTI, urinary tract infection, and it had gotten so bad because she didn't tell nobody that you know I would go see her. Things looked okay, but I didn't know the telltale signs of urinary tract infection. So one day I went and seen her, and she was laying in bed, lethargic, didn't want to do anything. And so I called the ambulance, and when they got her, took her to the hospital, she had a severe UTI infection. So after that, it got worse again. So even, you know, bad infections like that, them getting sick, as they get older, these things can kick it in and make it just really bad for people with dementia. Uh, so it gets to a point in their life where it's kind of unstoppable. It just, you know, you wonder how bad it's going to get. Because my grandma was to a certain point, and my mother. Now my aunt, my grandmother's sister, uh, there was some time where I wasn't coming out here as much. Um, there's a story to that. I mean, it was with the house and everything. You know, it was, I kind of, I don't know, didn't have a place to stay. You know, our house, we had sold the house to a family member because when we put our grandmother in assisted living, I was young. I think I was like, I don't know, 16, and the house was left to us. But um, you know, we weren't coming out here to do the upkeep on it all the time. So legally, we put it in another family member's name so it could be watched, taken care of, you know, blah blah blah. So it wasn't like, you know, it just didn't feel right to come out here. Um, you know, I didn't have the run of the place anymore because it was in someone else's name. So, uh, so for a long time, I just didn't come out here. And so when my father passed away in 14, I had called my aunt, which she lived right across the street from my grandmother. And so I called my aunt to tell her that my father had passed away. And after I had told her that, about 10 minutes later, she asked me how my dad was doing. And everyone out here said, yeah, she had it, but it wasn't that bad. Well, I don't know how bad they thought bad was, but if you don't remember what I told you 10 minutes after I told you, it's bad. So, uh, so she had it. So all the women have it, uh, in the family. Like I said, I'm adopted, so I don't, I mean, I could have it, but I won't have it from, you know, her, because she's my adopted mother. Um, the other thing, cancer runs in their bloodline. So my mother had breast cancer. She had it removed and beat it. Uh, multiple cousins have had cancer. My cousin David, actually, he had mouth cancer and he died. My cousin Jimmy had cancer. I guess he had it removed. He's still alive. Um, but my cousin Donnie had cancer, prostate, I think, pancreatic or prostate cancer. He died from it. And this is all my aunt and both cousins, two cousins died from it. Super close. I mean, they all died within like 6 months of each other. Um, and their sister died years ago. She just got sick one day, went to the hospital, the next day she died. And I don't know, I was young, so I don't know what it was all from, but so stuff doesn't run good for them. So uh, the males do get it, but the dementia and cancer runs in their bloodline, which is just horrible. So it all just comes down to, you know, I didn't mind taking care of my mother because the dementia stuff, I dealt with it my whole life with her mother. So it was irritating at times. I used to have to sit her down and tell her I didn't, you know, I don't mean to get upset or stressed out, but at times it's tough. So people have to deal with it. It's a really tough illness to deal with that person. And they don't know what the hell they're talking about, what they're saying, you know, how bad they're irritating you. They don't know. But the hard part is to look at it like that all day, every day, and go, well, they don't know, you know, and to just, you know, put it to the side that dementia is, you know, they don't know. But it's like, oh my gosh, it's just, at times it's bad. I mean, it's bad. If they, you know, go to the bathroom in their pants, they don't even know. Well, I don't remember doing that. It's like, how could you not? Your pants are full of feces or pee or, you know, but that's what I'm saying. The sickness is just to a point, it gets to a point where, they have no recollection of decisions that they make. And it's sad. It's really sad that someone that has led a life, like anyone with dementia, whatever their life was, that they went from, being a child to growing up to an adult to kind of living like a child, but have no knowledge that they're living like a child. I mean, to have an accident in your pants, not know. Um, it's just. I mean, you could put anything on television, and it just sucks them in. You know, mentally. They don't go, well, hey, don't put that on. Put on this or that, or nothing. Their attention span is so small. Uh, the littlest things. It doesn't even matter. You can put it on static, and they won't. Most of the time she won't say. I mean, she might say, hey, could you change this? But very doubtful. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that she doesn't watch, and I can put it on TV, and she looks at it like she's so in depth, watching it, like she's so interested, that she could give two shits about it, But a lot of things change. It's just sad that a productive member of society, a person that is treated some. Now, this is many people, not just my mother, but so many people with it. You know, they have lived their life and then just end up like this. It's kind of bad. It's kind of what. If I was like this, I'd be like, "Where's Jack Borky again? Where's that guy that could put me down and all I have to do is sign a piece of paper?" But so there's so many diseases out there that hurt our families, friends. It's just you just don't realize what's behind the curtain, meaning someone's eyes when you see them, what illness they're suffering from. Just don't. And the how mean people can be these days. Well, I mean, back in the day too, how people pick on people. But I'm just saying these days people are just downright mean. I mean, society these days, uh, you know, not the same when I was a kid. When I was a kid, things were a lot different. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are mean people, but it's just not like it is now. But it opens your eyes to what people suffer from that you don't know. Like I said, what's behind the curtains? What's when you look at someone and they don't seem like it's there. You're like, oh my God, where are they at or where do they suffer from? You know, uh, when you know someone that suffers from something mentally or even physically, it'll trigger empathy and remorse within you that you probably never knew that you had, because it's like, gosh, what would happen if that ever happened, to someone in my family or something like that. So, you know, it'll change your life, the way you look at things or the way you view, people, that have issues. They didn't ask for it. You know, they surely didn't ask for it. No no one would ask to be this way. Like I said, other illnesses, uh, just the mental stuff in itself. To lose your wits about you, to lose your memory, to lose your thought process, your ideas, and normal. What am I doing next? Brush my teeth, go to the bathroom. You know, what's for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Flavors that I enjoy, cookies that I like, smells that I like, flowers, colors, stuff like that all goes away, just disappears. To live like that, that's sure it's like a hell in some ways. So it's real crazy. But yep. So anywho, that's the reason I drive out here. Plus it was very therapeutic growing up. I love coming to the mountains. I live in the city, but I'm a country boy at heart, and that's just what makes me happy. The mountains, love it. Coming here, I love it. Driving home, I freaking hate it. I mean, I love going home, even as a child. I mean, when I finally got home, I was like, great, but there was no more deer in the yard, rabbits running around, groundhogs, lizards, foxes, no more streams, creeks to go fishing, trees cut down, cool candy at the store, all your favorite cousins to hang out with, you know, oh, just summer, bikes to ride up big dirt hills, you know, stuff like that. Enjoyment. Go back to the city and just school, job, congestion, cars, noise, that stuff. New York City. So yeah, that's coming here even for the day is very exciting. All right, wow, I have to get off of here already. Wow, I've already burned through the turnpike. Now I'm gonna go from the east 80 on the turnpike just to 80. So I'm getting off east 80 going to 80. Let's see what the toll is. Can anyone guess what the toll is? I give you props, much respect. Those people run away from what you're talking about. Well, can't really do that. I mean, the way we were brought up back in the day, I mean, what did your mother do for you? I mean, if you came from if times weren't too tough and you didn't have parents that separated, but even if you did, I mean, back in the day, I mean, I'm 51 now, so back then, a real mother, she was a real mother, she'd take care of you to the end, give you the last penny, give you the shirt off her back, give you the last penny in her pocket, anything, so that's how I try to raise Luke, give him everything I can. I mean, I spoil the crap out of him just because I can. But without my mother and father giving us what they gave us and doing what they did for us, I mean, I wouldn't be in this car right now driving and doing what I do. I wouldn't have the life that I have or the life that I had. Just I owe it to her. I owe, and it's a pleasure. I don't owe it to her because anything. It's a pleasure. All right, hold on. Let's see how much this is gonna be. Good morning. I am well. How are you? All righty. Thank you very much. 1325. All right. All right. So what I just did is spit my gum out for one. Oh, state troopers got somebody. They're deep. Uh, it's called paying a toll. If people don't know, you have to do it going to Chicago too. I'm sure I could go a back route, but I never have. Oh yeah, they're deep over there. Well, what it is I just drove on the Ohio Turnpike from Michigan. I drove on the Turnpike through Ohio. What it is the toll is to pay for the use of the Turnpike. So it keeps the roads up. Blah blah blah. So for me to drive on that bit that I drove cost me $13.25. I remember when I was a kid, it was like 280 or something, but now it's almost it's just over $13. But that's what it's for is the use of the road, getting you from point A to point B. But here's the thing is I might scoff at it, go, oh, that's bullshit, but the roads are perfect. There's no pothole. There's no nothing that's messed up. The roads are now. I'm just on 80. I'm not on the turnpike anymore. I'm just on 80 now. So there could be massive potholes here, whatever, because this is just think about it. It's just it's a major highway that goes from point A to point B. See if you guys can see this. I don't know if you'll be able to. It's just a lake. Then it stretches across over there. This bridge goes over the water, so then we're just there's Youngstown, New York City, 405 miles, stuff like that. So now we're off the turnpike, so we're real close. I mean, it's 9:16. We're supposed to be there at like 11, so we'll be there hour and a half. So our 5-hour trip is down to an hour and a half now. I figure this is one way. So what I'll do is, what do we got here? Oh, Taco Bell. What? Cracker Barrel, Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, Starbucks. Trash. Ooh, Starbucks is garbage. I don't care. It's sour. Tastes like shit. Dunkin' Donuts. To me, we were talking about this the other day, me and some friends of mine. Dunkin' Donuts has to be the best coffee that you can get outside of your kitchen. I mean, that's just me as a coffee connoisseur. I don't drink coffee to get the caffeine buzz. I drink coffee to for the flavor. I can't stand a sour coffee. It's disgusting. So, but yeah. So now we're just on 80, Interstate 80. So people in New York, anywhere over there, they know what 80 is because I'm going that way. So I'm at the upper end. I'll be at the upper end of Pennsylvania, literally the far north end, not down by Pittsburgh, nothing like that. I'll be at the upper end. So that's why I don't mind doing this. When I was a kid, the speed limit used to be like 55, and it would take 8 hours. It's the little bell you hear is my GPS. It does that and say, hey, make sure you're going this way. You're at the point to make sure you're on this road. Should have stopped at that rest area. We'll stop at the next one. So Youngstown 680 or New York City 80 north 11. We're gonna go east 80, Interstate 80 towards New York City. But yeah, so back in the day, it was an all day, well, not all day, but 8 hours. That was a long cruise. I mean, it was like forever. Then they changed the speed limits, bumped them up to 70. So now, if I go to where my house was, I can make it there in 4.5 hours. I mean, and that's nothing. I mean, when I went to Aquashella in Chicago, it was 5 hours or maybe 5.5 hours one way, and then I did 7 hours at Aquashella, drove 5 hours back. So you're talking 17 hours. This is all right, 5 hours because where I have to go, the furthest point where my mother was is 5 hours. Where I'm going to end up is 4.5 hours, 4 to 4.5 hours to get back home. So that's all I have to do is, go the furthest, then come back to Punxsutawney, which makes me closer to home, and then that's it. So let's say 10 hours of driving, 3 hours, because since I have to drive so far, I'm going to see my mother, but it's not like I'm going to stay 3 hours to see her. It's just since I'm driving back, it's my safety. Seeing my mother is cool, but it's my safety. Being able to get home and not kill myself falling asleep behind the wheel, or hurting someone while I'm driving. I would never want that to happen. So, I just want to make sure that I'm good to go, and I'm awake enough. So that's the biggest thing. Taking care of myself. Regular gas, $2.95. Diesel, $3.85. I filled up this morning. It was $2.99. At what is that? Is that a mobile? Don't know what the gas station. I can't think of it. Is it a mobile or wait a minute? No. Oh, I think it's a Marathon. But it was $2.99 this morning. So I filled up. It was change. 13 gallons, 13 point some gallons, $40. I actually felt like Donald Trump just got voted back into office and the prices are coming down. Everyone says, oh, the president's doing so good for us. Well, prices keep going up on everything, so if that's good, then yeah, he's doing great. That's certain things I don't really talk about. Kind of, I always was taught don't talk about religion. Uh, religion and politics, like the two biggest things you don't want to get into, especially if you want to keep a friend or keep friends, because beliefs, not everyone has the same, and it seems like government stuff is the worst stuff to get into a conversation. A Democrat, a Republican, to hear people get into arguments over this, that, and the other. Oh boy, it's terrible. It's like, don't we argue about enough in the world to have to argue about that? Holy shit, I've watched guys stop being friends over football games, arguing about football teams. It's just, there's way more important things in life to argue about than football and the government or religion. I mean, it's crazy. I don't care what you believe in. I mean, I care, of course, but it's not going to make me dislike you or become an enemy with you. But the thing is, there's some people that are confrontational. They just, it's in their DNA to fight, to argue. They just have to do some people that are married that their wives or husbands it won't be confrontational with them. So they do it like at work or something. I don't know. But if you're driving near East Stroudsburg, I'll meet up and grab a bite. My treat. Stroudsburg. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that's at. I should say that. But that'd be badass. I'm getting off Du Bois exit. So I'm taking 80 to Du Bois exit. I don't know if you're past that or what. So Du Bois, Pennsylvania is where I'm getting off. And now I'm heading back west to Punxsutawney. And then from there, of course, I'll see my mother, and do the antique place and stuff. But from there, I'm going to get in the car and come back to Michigan. All in a day. Woo! PSK Technology CNC machine. CNC machine is cool. I used to do that. I used to run a lot of CNC machines when I was younger. I used to do so many things. I don't know how I became a carpenter. People ask me all the time, they said, how long have you been doing electrical? I said, since I was 18. So how come you didn't become an electrician? I don't know. I didn't think that, I literally didn't think that I would be able to taking the test of becoming a journeyman electrician was one thing, but a master electrician, I didn't think I'd ever be able to do it. I didn't have enough, I didn't think myself smart enough when I was younger. But I've been doing electrical since I was 18, and I've done 480 street lights, ballast street lights, signs at gas stations, homes. I started off doing residential electrical in houses. So then commercial. I used to install heating and cooling. So I did a lot of commercial work there. So like I do electrical work everywhere. Still to this day, residential, commercial. So it kind of helps when I'm building something for somebody, and they, let's say a bathroom, they need all the electrical work, then I can do it. But like we're doing a bathroom now, and the plumbing needs done, but my partner has a plumber that shows up and he does the plumbing. So he's moved the shower drain, moved the toilets, the sink, all the plumbing stuff. So all that's been moved. So I do electrical. I do some plumbing. When it comes to big stuff like that, I don't. That's why they're called a plumber. But I do electrical, drywall, carpentry, all the carpentry. I don't do roofs. I don't shingle and stuff like that. There's some stuff that I don't do. Being super tall, it's not easy for me. Due to the fact that my center of gravity is different. I used to do roofs when I was younger. I used to carry those bundles up on the garage, and I was good at it on top of the house. But it's just my center of gravity and standing up and my balance. It's different being a real tall guy. So I knew it wasn't for me. Yeah, so I can, other than the plumbing, if the plumbing's there already, I can do everything and not have to call anyone in to do it. I just did an ice rink. We built a big spare room at an ice rink, did all the commercial electrical there. Now you have to understand too, the work that I do, people say, well, you're not licensed. Well, I was licensed when I was younger, but still I have to know the code. Whatever code city I work in, electrical has to be run a certain way. But the weird thing is electrical's super simple, to run electrical, it's one of the easiest things. Um, Here we go. Welcome to Pennsylvania, pure and happiness, or whatever it says. So we're in Pennsylvania now. Getting behind the truck, and I have to go around them. I tried to let this person go around me, but Pennsylvania, they all drive slow. There's no hurrying up in Pennsylvania. They don't care. Welcome center is closed. Picnic tables. That's good to know. That's the last thing I'm going to do is sit down more after driving this freaking car. My ass hurts enough. But the thing is when you've done it for so long, it's like carpentry. How many screws do you put in drywall? Can you use glue and adhesive? Uh, you know, what's the rise and run on stairs? How many stairs before you need to have a landing? There's a lot of things in carpentry you need to know. You can't build a staircase that's, 50 foot high or, goes up 50 feet, just things you need to know. What's acceptable code, you know, just size of landing, just anything. How high the walls, fireproofing, you know, what type of insulation do I use in the walls in between rooms? What type of caulk do all this stuff, anything. There's so many things to know, but it's so simple. It just comes over time. I mean, I went to school, college courses for 4 years as a carpenter. And it's just, OJT. OJT is on the job training. So you go to school, but, when you're working, you pay attention, you learn a lot. But the thing is if you don't have carpentry skills, if you don't have, if cutting a piece of wood with, a saw, a circular saw, isn't cool to you, or building, something isn't cool to you, the carpentry isn't for you. Putting in cabinets or shiny floor or something like that isn't fun. If the final product, you look at it, you don't go, man, that's badass. The carpentry's not for you. If you wire up a room and turn all the lights on, and you see how nice the paint is on the walls, and everything, just whatever like that. If that's not cool to you, being an electrician's not cool. It's not good for you. What you choose to do in life, you need to find happiness in, what's done. In the end, what's done. You don't have to be the happiest person in the world, but because look, if there's many things I would do other than being a carpenter, but I find enjoyment in it. Would I find more enjoyment fishing for trout the rest of my life? Yeah. They getting paid for it? Sure. Cutting grass, I cut grass the rest of my life. If I made the money I make now, I cut grass the rest of my life. I really enjoy doing it. I love it. Oops, dead deer. Looks like it's been dead for a while. The road's all red, but it's starting to fade. The body is torn open, but it doesn't look very wet. So I know it's kind of graphic, but I do notice when I watch YouTube videos and people. I watched this one person on YouTube. He's younger, and if he says something, I might be like, well, what did it look like, to myself, So I try to add that into. I'm trying to add things into my YouTube stream and stuff to better them, or to make them more interesting, or to keep your attention. So I don't know if this is keeping your attention, but Is the electrical knowledge I've acquired from home economics, fourth grade? Yeah, that, hey, I don't care where you get it from. If it gets you to doing your side work like you do. But here's the thing. In the end, is it the right way? And is it safe for whom you did it for? If you're not doing it the right way and it is not safe, don't do it. Everything you do in life for someone else needs to be first and foremost safe and correct. If you do not, even if, here's the thing, even if you want to be the nicest person in the world, do somebody a favor. If somebody says, hey, I need this light fixed, or I need a plug put in next to my sink, and you don't know electrical, don't do it because, for one, A, you're going to get hurt. Two, you might not do it properly to where this person doesn't get hurt. You know, especially electricity and water doesn't mix. So you don't want to put those together. You know, there's just a lot of stuff. And electrical and wood and metal and all that stuff, it doesn't mix. So, buy somebody a plant or a flower. You want to do something nice for somebody. But like I say, if you can't do it proper, you can't do it first and foremost safe. Got to be safe to where that person cannot be hurt and no one else. If you don't have the knowledge to do something, no matter how kind you want to be, look, pay for someone to come do it. Here's the thing. Here's kindness. I've never done this till today. So I went to Tim Hortons this morning. I know it's not Dunkin' Donuts, like I said, is the best because I don't have one near me, and I didn't want to drive out of my way to go get it. So I went to Tim Hortons, roll up to the window. Now look, all I ordered was an extra large triple with coffee, 3 sugars, 3 cream. I don't know. Let's just say it's $3. I don't know how much it is. I surely didn't frickin' find out today. When I rolled up to the window, the guy at the window said, went to give him my card. He's like, "You're all set." I said, "What do you mean I'm all set?" So I'm going up and down hills. He said, "The person who just drove off paid for your order." And I was like, "Son of a bitch." I was like, "So do I have to pass it on for the person behind me?" He's like, "Well, that's up to you." Well, me and my wife, my family believes in karma. At least me and my wife and my son wholeheartedly believe in karma. I mean, I might not believe in ghosts, bad luck, breaking mirrors, black cats, but karma is like we say, excuse my French, it's a bad motherfucker. And if you got bad karma hitting you, you're in trouble. So anyways, I was like, all right, fine, I'll pay for the car behind me. It was like $9 and some change. I was like, ain't this a bitch? I got a call. And here's the thing: don't ever expect anything back in karma. Karma is not greed. Karma is being repaid in something that makes you happy. I.e., me going to see my mother and drive all the way back. No car issues, no flat tires, knock on wood. Stuff like that. That's positive karma. Anything that happens out of the ordinary, that's a positive thing, is positive karma. If you treat people like shit, it's gonna come back on you tenfold. That's just what we believe. But anyways, it's the first time it's ever happened to me. First time. And it's kind of neat. I'm going to see my mother today. do nice things for her, and somebody bought my coffee. And so I bought the person behind me meal, $9 some change. Hope she enjoyed that meal. And here's the other thing: she's driving a Flex like me, so she's in the Flex gang. That's cool. So yeah, karma, a big deal. We believe in it. It just paid off today. That's the thing. You never know when something like that's gonna happen. It's like, why the hell did she do that? It's like, because I've done so many nice things for somebody. Guess what? It came around full circle. Bam. Got me a free coffee today. Even though it got me buying someone else's meal, it still got me a free coffee. Whether I had to pay for somebody's meal, I didn't have to do that. But then if I choose, I have the means to do it, to buy that person's meal. If I wouldn't have, I wouldn't expect bad karma, but it's a pay it forward thing. It's thank you for what you did. Now I'm gonna do something nice, even though it's, I don't know. If I wouldn't have what I feel like, am I gonna have bad karma now? No, but I would think that there would be a lull there, a dead spot, a flat spot for a while and I don't want that. I want my life at all times to be happy, which is not. But it's not sad. Daily life, it's not always happy. But my daily life is very good. I'm a happy person. I have a very good life. So area school district, we're going somewhere in this school. So that's a big deal. My shrimp tank has made a tremendous comeback. Little foreign things are having babies like crazy. That's the biggest thing I try to teach everyone. Okay, Du Bois 83 miles, Clarion 47. I will be to my exit in 83 miles. This car I don't believe has, I'm not trying to jump around with stories, but this car I don't believe has such a big gas tank as my Dodge Magnum, because I can make it all the way here, 3/4 of a tank. I think it was like 376 miles. No, 327 miles, I think. Yeah. I have 86 miles. Yeah, 86 miles, 1 hour and 14 minutes left. But that's why I try to tell people when it comes to the shrimp tank, you can have something that happens that knocks off 98% of your shrimp tank. But all you got to do is do a water change, take care of it for a minute, and they'll literally come right back around. Happens all the time. But it sucks if it happens to you. But I had it happen with my solo AC tank one time. Man, I was just distraught. Man, I went down to probably 4 shrimp, and it was a death of 1 or 2 solo AC shrimp, which are rabbit snails, but they're solo AC shrimp. They come from the same lakes as solo AC shrimp do. They just call them rabbit snails, but they're solo AC snails from Lake Sulawesi. But it died off. I mean, I think 1 or 2 snails died and killed my whole freaking colony. And that's why I always say, if the shrimp you have, if you can have more than 1 colony, you'll be good. Because if you lose a colony, you'll have another one. They won't all die. You won't lose them all. South Pittsburgh 79, Erie, North Erie 79, quarter-mile, East Edie, Clarion. That's the way I'm going. Hey, Vinoski, good morning. I could go for another coffee. I think I got to get something to eat. I have a Snickers. It was satisfied, but still want this day to be all sugar. Not all sugar. I don't like any of my days being all sugar. So how is the video for anyone that's still on here? How is the video with me driving? I mean, I have unlimited data. Um, we've been on here for an hour 26 minutes. Well, how's the quality? I know people suffer with Wi-Fi quality at their home, but I'm driving doing 80 miles an hour, 2100 RPM. But I'm in the mountains of God. It's just beautiful. What I think I'm gonna do is get off the next stop if there's the next rest area, get something to eat, and then what I might do is start streaming to end the stream and start streaming again. You know, when I start driving and show out the front windshield. Since we're in Pennsylvania now, all the trees are bare, stuck, but still, the farms are all still green. And, but the cool part is going from Du Bois to Punxsutawney, the back road that, you know, the roads that take you from town to town. I try to explain to people there's no street lights. Speed limit's 50. It's a two-lane road. That's it. One lane one way, one lane the other. Kind of like what I'm on now, but I mean, both lanes are going the same way. They're asphalt, but they're thinner. You know, it's not as wide. But 50 the whole way, not one stoplight, not one stop sign, nothing. So it's 30 minutes, like 30 minutes to go from one town to the next. You know, because I actually do have to call this place and let them know that I'm coming. They hate it when they hate it when I show up without calling, but I can give a shit. You know, my mother's been hurt so many times at this joint. Not saying they don't care and they don't try to do a good job, but one time I came here, she was so swollen up that I mean it was the day we got here. I had to call the ambulance to get her to take her to the hospital. And when she went to the hospital, they said she had sepsis. Another couple of days, she wouldn't even have been alive anymore. It was so bad. But this place is like, well, we didn't know. We thought, you know, she was swelling up. You know, she had swollen feet and hands. I was like, what? She had a severe UTI infection that had gone to her bloodstream, and then it had turned septic. So she got sepsis. So I mean, this place is something else. I mean, like I said, I don't want to say that you know they're bad people. I just think they're uneducated. But you know, financially, it was a great place financially for my mother to live because she could pay it all with her, you know, her Social Security and her pension. And then she has her investment money to do whatever she wants with. Well, yeah, it was like I said, they're nice people, but when I come here, they don't like seeing me because I bring the Detroit side of me, and they're you know country folk, which is great. That's the whole reason I brought her here. But when there's something wrong with my mother, and I think she's not being treated the right way, which she is, 74 miles, which she is, but they're just like I said, I don't think they're as educated as they play off to be. When I show up and then I tear off into their ass about it, they get scared. I mean, real scared. You know, and then when I'm like, call the cops, call the police up here, I'm making reports. I mean, you know, I could like probably get them shut down, but now my mother's in, you know, therapy. She's getting better. She's out, not bring her back here. I was even thinking maybe bringing her back to Michigan. I don't know, but I want her here at least 5, 6 more months. Get better. Because when I brought her here, shit, she didn't have no issues. You know, she didn't have a problem lifting her arms up in the air. You know, walking. Yeah, of course, she's older. She's got osteoporosis, but you know, so, okay, no lag. Okay, good. Sweet. My hair looks fabulous. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Uh, I gotta get something to eat because I'm getting drowsy. You know, so that just lets me know that I gotta get my gas my gas lights on, and I can get gas too, because that'll get me to. I have a quarter, well, more than a quarter tank. I've gone 263.7 miles, 2,100 RPM, about 79 miles an hour. Temperature's great. We'll do info setup. 83% oil life charging system's okay. Washer fluid level okay. All doors are closed. Brake system is okay. 104 miles still E. No My Keys program. 2 admin keys program. Preset persistent check. I just checked you. All right. Looks like we got a rest stop coming. These aren't as nice as the other thing. These aren't as nice as the Turnpike. These are just rest stops. But we got a Burger King, Travel Plaza, Arby's, Country Pride, and gas station. But I don't know if we got like that. See, don't just pull over. There's just a bunch of stores you can go to. So, sucks. 1.5 miles. All right. So I think that's what we're gonna do. The gas here, 379. Holy shit! Oh shit! 379. You out of your mind? God, no. Dang. Woo-hoo. I like that. That's 20 cents cheaper a gallon than what I just paid 4 hours ago. Woo! Shoot. All righty. Oh, 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 oh. Hit the brake, son. Hit the brake. You just, 371 over there. What the? What's going on around here? This is just, it's crazy. Just crazy. I don't know about Burger King coffee. I don't know. But Burger King's yummy. I might go here, get some fuel, and go there, get some Burger King, and son of a. All right, Arby's. What is this? GAHR's? Gar's Truck Tire Service. I don't know who you are, Gar.
Entering incomplete map data area.
Oh my God!
Follow with caution.
Wow. All right, everyone. I am pulling up to a what is this? This is a Speedy gas station, and it is $3.79 a gallon. So I will be back soon. So everyone, thank you for coming and hanging out. We'll be going live again here real shortly after I get some gas, get some necessities, and get something to eat. We'll be back. I actually have to put cash aside to make sure I have money for the toll next time I go through. All right, there it is. Keep it 20, 13, 10, 12. See, that's what I'm saying. I buy everything with a card anyways. But all right, everyone, I'll be back live here in a minute. I just don't want to leave the phone just running. I mean, I guess I could. Why not, right? Okay. Hey, it's watch time. All right, I'll be hang out. All right, all right. Sorry, could have took you in there, but again, had to use the bathroom. So, boy, country businesses are so cool. Uh, they said, well, I just put in 14.15 gallons of gas, and it was $53.76. Wait a minute, 379. Three. Oh, maybe it's expensive here. Wait a minute, what did I pay this morning? I paid $2.99. That's why I'm like, the hell is this? Man, I didn't even think about that. This is way more expensive. I thought I was getting a deal. Yeah, yeah, I paid $2.99 this morning. Oh yeah, this is way too much. Holy Christ! Excuse my French. Oh, I thought there's. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, $2.99. I didn't even pay $3 this morning, and now I just paid three 374 or 379. Yeah, 380. Oh my gosh, no wonder it costs so much more. $10 more. But yeah, he said that on Thanksgiving, the store out here, they have a store out here called Sheets. It was $1.99 a gallon. So then the very next day it went back up. All right, we're gonna get some Burger King because I love the home of the Whopper. Don't worry, I won't talk while I eat. Can't stand that. I have irritations about that. All right, we'll just get a little meal deal and move on. This should last me like all day. Uh, is it breakfast or lunch?
Please proceed to the highlighted route, and then the route.
It's what? I'm sorry.
You can get lunch all day, but it'll take time to cook. But right now we're in breakfast until 10:30.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Could I get a sausage? Give me a number one.
All right. What's that?
Large.
What's the drink?
Coffee.
All right. Sugar?
Yes, please. Can I get 3 sugars and 3 creams in that? Thank you. No, that'd be it.
$47 the first one. Thank you.
Thank you much. I got a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich with hash browns and a coffee. It's good. No,
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Excellent. Well, there's not a line of people. This stuff should be blazing hot, huh?
What?
I said there's not a line of people. This stuff should be blazing hot.
We've been pretty busy actually, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I like coming somewhere and there's not a lot of people because you're not getting the bottom of the barrel of shit. So, all right, pull us that one. Thank you. You just gotta be nice so you don't spit in it. Sing God. We'll put this drink here. All righty. What's that? I think extreme spot. I can't believe shit. I didn't even realize gas is so much over there. Oh, did I go too far? Sorry about that. I thought it was that side. Thank you. So kind. I never had Burger King coffee. Let's see if it tastes like shit. Gotta be better than Tim Hortons. about the same. I remember Burger King's got the best. Thank you so much. You too. Burger King's got the best hash browns because they're like the size of quarters. McDonald's got good hash browns too, but Burger King's I like how they're small like that. All right, what do we want to do? Go left. Yep, red light. Yeah, shit. If I would have seen that, I don't know what I was thinking. Seeing these gas prices, I thought I was getting a deal. I got robbed. That's what I got. Holy crap! Yeah, see. Oh, so good. Chevy fish. Yeah, so we're almost there. 70. Oh, let's see, 72 miles. Let me see. Clarion County. All right, we went east. Back on the E-way. $74 miles. All right. I'm so hungry. All right, here we go. Oh, I got out there and the rest area is right stinking here. Oh, watch it probably ain't shit. Nope, just a little boring place to go pee. A bunch of weird truckers. Yeah, so all the trees, the leaves are off. The leaves are off. Still looks nice though. Don't judge me. Don't do it. So we're to the point now to where this area where the expressway is separated. So eastbound's over here, westbound's way over there. So at times you don't even see any cars. You only see the cars going your way. Whatever. Now I'm really jealous. This don't stick to your ribs. It's bad for your everything. But hey, I swear though, the croissant, a Burger King croissant sandwich, it's the best. The best. The McDonald's, uh, what is it at McDonald's? What's it called? Their thing is okay. McDonald's has the best what is it? The pancake sandwich. You know, the breakfast sandwich with pancakes as the bread. Oh, that's to die for. But this is the croissant, the sandwich from Burger King. It's the best. And the sausage actually tastes like Bob Evans. It's just, I'm telling you, I've been eating this since I was a kid. I got to turn my cruise control back on. I'm already starting to wake up, getting the food in me. I took all my vitamins and stuff this morning, um, and they help curb my need to like snack and stuff. When I'm hungry, I just gotta eat. That's another thing we're doing is we're not trying to spend a boatload of money. This is just a quick trip. My cousin's girlfriend messaged me this morning and said that to bag up all my mother's clothes and bring them to where she's at now, and they'll make sure that they put her names in all of them. I was like, shit, all right. But the TV, I'm probably gonna have to take the TV back with me. I don't know what to do with it. It's a brand new Samsung. It's not big, maybe 27-inch or 32. I don't know. I can't remember. Last thing I need is another TV in my house. Oh God, that was so good. Oh, oh crap! Bunch of hash browns in the bottom. Wow. Alishon, uh, Du Bois and then Punxsutawney. Well, there, our breakfast has been eaten. Oh, the wife Hey, I'm back. Sorry, phone call. Nope, it's all good. Wife calls. Gotta answer it. So I'm saying that's the cool thing about the phone. It keeps running. As she called, she just wanted to check in because when I left, I didn't wake her up when I left. No sense in it. So, all right, here, let me put you guys out the window or up on the dash. You guys can see this stuff. I don't know if I can get it to stay up there. All right, let's try that. All right. So this is the roads just go, they go up and down throughout the hills. So I was up, now I'm coming down. And this is, I don't know what river this is. Oh, the Allegheny River. So that's what this bridge is. Oop. I was figuring that was going to happen, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen that quick. All I did was hit a little bump in the road, little bump. Welcome to Pennsylvania Wilds. That is Foxburg. Yeah, I had, oh, son of a bitch. I asked my wife to call this place, remember, because I said they don't like me just showing up. I could care less, but, oh, god damn it. All right, there we go. We just got to get it to, get the camera to, there we go. Noise. All right. Sorry about all that. So I can't see the comments if there are any, so. But she's going to call them, let them know I'm on my way. So they won't go, oh my gosh, you should have called. I'm just there to get stuff, so I'm not there to hang out or see anybody. So, because when we talked to them, they said, we talked to them over a week ago, and they said, well, do you want us to pack her stuff up, or do you guys want to pack it up? She's like, well, Brian will be there next Saturday. So, I'll pack the stuff up. I just got 2 big trash bags, black garbage bags. I'm just going to pack it up and get out of there. Man, does this coffee taste? It tastes like they didn't put nothing in it. It's just black. I mean, it's not horrible. I'm just not a black coffee drinker, but it doesn't taste soury like Tim Hortons, or not Tim Hortons, Starbucks. Even Tim Hortons tastes sour at times. This morning wasn't too bad, but so the place we're going to is called Nelson's Golden Years. Yeah, it's not so golden. Like I said, it's not horrible. My wife likes it. I mean, they do an alright job, but like I said, my mother fell 2 weeks after she was here because I brought her here. She was recovering from a fractured hip, and then she was here 2 weeks, fell and shattered her shoulder. Then she had to get surgery. Then she fell and broke her pelvis. every time stuff happened, they put her in therapy, to build herself back up, get her muscles strong. But due to her age and her osteoporosis, it's not the easiest thing for her to get strong. So it takes longer. So they would say, oh, well, she's not progressing as much as we'd like. So they'd freaking cancel her insurance and say if she wants to stay, she's got to pay out of her own money. So we take her out. But this time, it's just too much. She ended up, when she fell and broke her pelvis, she was still healing from a fractured hip, a shattered shoulder, and now a broken pelvis. So she needs time. So we're just leaving her in this place to rehab and build her strength back up, and then we'll find another place for her to live that can watch her better. But who knows? It could have all stemmed from the original accident of her fractured hip, because I brought her here immediately after. She fractured her hip, and right when she could get out of the hospital, I brought her here. So she had a sore hip. But, I mean, she fell in her room, broke her shoulder, and then fell out of bed and broke her pelvis. So, I don't know. But yeah, just check out the scenery. There's road work ahead, apparently. But yeah, so we're going to Du Bois, Pennsylvania. Then the north end. And then we're going to leave Du Bois and go to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. As you see, the seasons have changed. All the pretty fall leaves have all fallen to the ground. They have left the trees bare, most except the pine trees. That sign said speed limit 70, and all it said for me was slow down. And I looked and I was doing 80, so I'll slow down. There might be a cop up here doing 70 now. I think with the coffee, what happened was they put the sugar in and didn't stir it, and I don't believe they gave me a coffee stir. So I'm wearing gray sweats. That's the last thing I want to do is even try to swirl this around, trying to stir it, because it's just going to spill out, go all over my pants, and I'm going to walk around all day with coffee stains on my green sweat. Yeah, it's not happening. All right, what do we got here? Another bridge. Big bridge. yeah, these trees will be dormant till spring. But it's so nice when it comes through and they're all full. And when they start to change color, the reds, the yellows. "46 miles. Doing about 78 miles an hour. Buckle up. Next million miles. Man, can you imagine driving for 1,000,000 miles wearing a seatbelt? When I was a kid, we never wore seatbelts. No one wore seatbelts. Another bridge going over a large body of water. So it's not large, it's just a river. It looks like a stream. It's so low down there. The water table is very low, the level. Cook's Forest. If anyone's been to Pennsylvania and gone to Cook's Forest, it's a lot of fun. You go canoeing, tubing. So they have animal pet and zoo type deals. It's really fun. I haven't been there since I was a kid, but we used to go quite a bit. Probably take Luke there this coming summer. As you see, they take good care of the roads. Nice and smooth. No potholes. They don't use salt. No salt in the winter. They use sand. Well, all the roads out here are perfect. All of them. Another bridge. Oh, that's a big river. Yep, you'll see when we go to Punxsutawney, all the groundhogs that are there. You know, just like Groundhog Day. They have big, I don't know what they're made out of. I don't think they're plastic, but just big groundhogs everywhere. They're not wood. Maybe they are plastic or they're plastic coated something. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I've driven very far today so far. I am a little cloudy. I think there's a police car right in front of this car. Yep. I am a little I don't know, feel a little tired. I don't know why. The food has got to get in me a little longer. Could be because it's warm and all the windows are up. I mean, yeah, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. Well, about 5:10, but that shouldn't be an issue. Once I get out and start doing stuff, I'll be better. New Bethlehem, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. Yeah, we're close, 38 miles, but I'm doing 78 again because that cop is way ahead of us now. He like took off. He might even have gotten off. Let me see. If he got off, we'll keep the cruise back on. So figure if I'm doing 80 miles an hour, we'll be there in probably 30 minutes. 33 minutes. It says. Well, we're gonna get in the other lane. You guys can see his boat. His boat's shrink wrapped. Nope, the cop's still way ahead of us there. But that boat's wrapped up for the year. Got the top of it, the motors, the outboard. Oh, that's a big boat too. Wow, that's on a long flatbed. That thing's for hauling big stuff. Oh, it's yachttransport.com. Well, would you look at that? All right, I can pass. Oh, he's got to watch these cops too, boy. They can pull over up around a big turn like this and just sit there waiting. Next thing you know, you come around the corner doing 10 over and he'll flick on his gumballs and come get you. And doing 10 over. I mean, I only do 10 over, but that'd probably be a $200 some ticket. So that's the last thing I need. A couple times ago, we came out here and the whole family went, and I got pulled over. Oh, yep. See, look, look at that. See, he's hitting the turnaround. Ah, ah, ah. Yep, right in there. He's gonna hide and go for traffic coming the other way, or he could do a U-E, just turn around and come back out, thinking that we're gonna speed past them. You never know with them. You gotta watch. You gotta keep looking in your rear view mirror, because he could literally just pull out, come behind us, and clock me doing 78, and give me a ticket for 8 over. No, he's back there. He ain't stuck his head out yet. No, we're gone. Trees cuter. All right, kick the cruise on. We out. Well, it's the hazard out this joint, but yeah, we got pulled over, and I was doing, I think, 15 over, and the officer said, "Well, I clocked you, and you didn't slow down. I kept shooting you, waiting for you to slow down, shooting you with the speed gun. You didn't slow down." I said, "Yeah, I had the cruise control on. That's my fault." And, basic questions. You're really nice. Where you going? On vacation. Pennsylvania. Punxsutawney. Oh, that's great. Went back to his car. We were waiting forever. And I seen him hit his computer. I was like, what's going on? The next thing I know, he came up and said, "Hey, I'm really sorry. I've kept you guys here way too long. Said, I'm having problems with my computer, so I'm just going to give you a warning. Have a good day." I said, shoot, that's it? All right. So I was blessed that day. Karma. So I try not to overextend my luck. So I know that they're, 10 miles an hour, they're cool. So I keep it down below that, 8 to 9 miles an hour over. And then when I see them, I do hit the brake pedal, and I bring it down. I don't blatantly just keep flying at them 10 over, so. But yeah, still, 78, 79 miles an hour all the way here. It's not bad. Oh yeah, the coffee's getting better now because the sugar they put in is stirring up. It's got cream in it. Just the sugar's starting to melt now, so it's starting to taste pretty good. So again, I can't read your messages. You're up on the. I could do is take it back down, I guess. This trip, I do believe that I'm going to stop and get a bag of jerky. They have beef jerky. It's homemade. There's a beef store out here that has homemade jerky, and it's like $35 a pound. So I do like jerky. I can't stand buying the stuff in the store. I think all that fake flavor and stuff is terrible. My cousin's actually hunting right now, and he said if he gets something before I leave, he'll cut me out some straps and send me home with some back straps. So I hope he gets lucky early, and I can get a bunch of deer meat. Shoot, I should have just asked him for some deer meat that he's already got cut up in his freezer, unless he doesn't have any right now. It's I don't know when hunting season started. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know. So I was surprised this morning. I left him a message at like 6:10 in the morning, and he called me back. He was walking to his blind. There's a plot of land he's hunting on, 100 acres, and he's hunting the power line. So walks across that power line, it's over. Because they they cut down the power lines. The power line is where those big, of course, I don't know what they call them, the big steel power lines, that go up and they're in a row, that they work, across the farms and everything. Well, the not the city, but whomever, they mow that in there. That power line's always cut down. It's like a 2-track, and so it's always So if anything crosses in there, it'll go from tall grass, trees to nothing, and then back to tall grass. Well, deer tries to stick his head out and cross over right there, you get whacked. Oh. Deer crossing was that thing I saw the other day. We just saw that sign right there on the side of the interstate there, showed a deer crossing. They said, this woman said, why would the MDOT or not MDOT, why did the Department of Transportation let the deer cross right there? Why don't they have them cross somewhere else? I thought that was pretty funny, because you cannot tell a deer where to cross the road. He's crossing wherever he wants to. So if you understand that joke, that's pretty dang funny. Why are they letting them just cross there? Why don't they have them cross somewhere that's not so busy? That's funny. All right, what do we got here? Punxsutawney, exit 78. There's where your Groundhog Day comes from. It wasn't filmed in Punxsutawney, at least not the whole thing. It's filmed in Chicago, I believe. But everything's there, the bowling alley, everything. See, I usually get off this just to go to Punxsutawney, but we got to go to Du Bois, so we got to shoot down a little more. So my cousin, who's hunting right now, he's the head maintenance guy at the therapy place that my mother's at. It's a skilled nursing home, but she's there for therapy, so she works out every day. And his fiance, she's she's a nurse there. So my mother gets taken care of well. I get to talk to her a lot on the phone, FaceTime or whatever Samsung's called. There's another bridge. Lit houses up on the mountain there. Now we're going up again. drop our speed down to 75. I look behind me, and way down the mountain there, cars are going in and out of traffic quickly. So I don't know if that's an officer trying to get past to get up the mountain to, chase the guy doing 78. So we dropped her down to 75. But now we're going down the mountain. Still at DuBois 15 miles. We'll be there in, I don't know, a couple minutes. But now we're going down the mountain, coasting, doing 78. So the plan is to get in here, grab her stuff. I don't want to be talking to nobody. Nothing. I don't want to be holding conversations. Nothing. I just want to get the heck out of here. Because I want to go to that antique store, spend about, I don't know, less than an hour, then shoot to my mom's place, spend about, an hour or less, then right back on the road and head right back out, another 5 hours back. That's how I want this to go. Look, I'm going downhill 76. I'll hit the brakes. Slow down a little bit. They got small little areas out here with some equipment doing road work. That was here the last 2 times I came. Little area that they keep their equipment stored off to the side, in the median there, so they can do trench work or see. Now Reynoldsville right here, that's where I grew up every summer of my life, where my grandmother lived. She didn't live in the town. She lived I think it's 7 miles out of town up in the mountains. Literally nothing's there. Or not 7 miles, 16 miles. But here's DuBois. The airport's 90, so we're not going there. But even though this is an interstate, still this is what the mountains of Pennsylvania look like. If you live in another country, or you don't get to see the mountains. I mean, it's not. I mean, I know all the trees are missing their leaves and stuff, but it's still to see the interstate carved out of the mountains like this. Pretty neat. This old little, probably a 6-cylinder Mustang. I don't want to make them look too bad and smoke them in my family Ford Flex. I mean, it would be funny though. He's not a GT. He's a 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. So yeah, here's the exit that I got off my whole life. We get off here and make a right. Then when it ends, you make a left. Take it, forever and go through town. Then take it out of town. But my cousin that's hunting right now, that's where he's at, in that area. But where we're getting off here at DuBois, I have cousins that I have family that live in DuBois. I have family everywhere out here. 10 miles. 10 miles. Like when you go to the Chinese place. How long? 10 minutes. I don't think I ever got an answer for that. How come every time you go, if I order Chinese food, it's always 10 minutes? 10 minutes. You go order $2 worth. You go order one egg roll in 10 minutes, or you could order $300 worth of food. Same thing. How long? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Why is the answer always 10 minutes? 10 minutes. One of my friends is Asian, and they own their own restaurant. And I asked them that. I never knew. And he said that it's because they make food in such huge quantity that the 10 minutes isn't to cook it, it's to put it together. Because the food's super hot, they keep it super hot. He said just for them to package it. Oh, Litta's truck stopped right in the middle of the expressway. He's creeping up the hill. He can't get up the hill. Ooh. I'd hate to be somebody that's not paying attention. The truck behind him's going to go around him. If you're driving and you ain't paying attention that thing's struggling up the hill, you're going to run right into the back of him. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But yeah, so it's always 10 minutes because they need 10 minutes to put it all in the containers, put your bill together, wrap it up really nice. That's why whenever you order food from Chinese joints, it's always 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right, let me switch this. All right. Well, there's a state trooper sitting right there. I'm doing like 73. Oh, Punxsutawney Phil, I'm sure he is sleeping. Hold on, let me turn this one. Hey, there we go. All right. Yep, so we're almost here. That wasn't too bad of a trip. Transformers, yeah. Yep, should be, well, it says 11 minutes. Drainage, they don't have sewer drains here, for rainwater. It's the mountains, so, it's gravity. They, runs down the roads, and like kind of a ditch hookup. But yeah, all the roads they just put salt for traction on the ice instead of not salt, sand for traction. And but yeah, that's why the roads are all good out here. I know some places they do salt sand mix. I think up north of Michigan does salt sand mix, but over by us they use so much freaking salt. You hit a turnaround in a road, do a turnaround, and there'd be 3-4 pounds sitting there from the salt truck. I've watched people get out and shovel it into a bucket or a bag or something, take it out, because there's so much it just keeps falling off the truck when they sit there waiting to turn. But yeah, they don't have street drains here. Yeah, always road work. Oh, you're in Eastern PA? Nice. Sweet. 10 people. Yep, I am almost here. So yeah, I figure get here, we'll stop streaming, then Rockaway Dubois, 2 miles. But the destination, where I'm going to, is a whole 9 minutes. To the assisted living. I wasn't even thinking about that, but the exit is right up here coming up. Now, if I didn't have to go to Punxsutawney, I would just get right back on this interstate and head west. Go right back home. I gotta go to Punxsutawney to take the clothes. Yep, Rockaway Dubois, 1 mile. There we go. So I have to take the clothes to the other place. And my cousin's fiance will mark them all, put them in her dressers, and yeah, I'm probably gonna take her TV back home. I don't know. I mean, there's a TV in the room, but last time I was here, her roommate was like, I don't know. They had like a curtain between them that was pulled. I don't think she talked to my mother, but wait a minute. Oh, this is Broadway? You don't want me getting off on this? So you don't want me getting off this exit? Okay. That's the exit I get off of for Dubois. But hey, this must be a faster route. Not gonna argue. But these rooms have just a little television in them. That's all the place provides. Like my mother's, where we're going right now, they had a little TV, so I bought her a big TV because she was supposed to be in a room by herself. Then they gave her a roommate. So now more people enjoy her television than just herself. I don't know. Back up the mountain. We'll be coming round the mountain. Let's go. We'll be coming round the mountain. Let's go. We'll be coming round the mountain. She'll be riding the clock horses. Yeah. Yeah, if this could take me interstate to the place, closer to the place, I should say, that'd be good. This is Dubois Penfield. Oh, it's the next exit. Yeah, Dubois Penfield. 2 miles. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'd rather drive the interstate than drive the roads. Whoa, 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 whoa! Dead deer, bodies, bodies. I don't know why we all stomping on our brakes. That was fresh. That was real fresh. There was fresh everything. You can see the fat was still all white. Yeah, that was a fresh kill. Someone's, I'm sure that was a semi-truck. Someone's truck is painted with deer carcass. I totally believe that, 100%. Subaru Outback being towed. I wonder why. This is Outback. Yeah, I don't know if Punxsutawney Phil is sleeping. He usually isn't sleeping. you can actually go and see Punxsutawney Phil in Punxsutawney. It has a big glass window, and you can walk up and see him and Mrs. Punxsutawney, Phil's wife. You can see Phil's wife too. All right, this is where we're getting off. So yeah, we can grab this stuff and bust up. I'm very excited to go to the antique store. You got to take cash. You can't use a card, but the thing is I don't want to take cash out if I'm not going to buy anything. I have cash. I really don't want to buy anything, but I just like going there and checking it out. All right. What way? What way? Turn right. All righty. Good. Turn right. All righty. All right. Here we go. Okay. Man, my right leg's hurt. Getting in my knee. Time that I need to get out, but I have to start sliding side to side. Time to get out. Car's really comfy. Just like I don't like the older I get, I don't like to fly either because it hurts after a while. You fly for a couple. Even a 3.5 hour flight it hurts too much in a plane. Their seats are so uncomfortable. Oh, there's a huge cemetery here. Jeez. Du Bois Mall. Oh yeah, see we're in town already. Yeah, I gotta turn left. Oh, there goes my monster. Last time I did that, I punctured it. Nope, I can't grab it. Shit. Oh well. Alrighty, well, I might as well just cut it off, end this stream, go do what I gotta do, and then kick it back on again. Amish, what is this? Custom built buildings. Amish. Oh yeah, look at that. They cut a tree and they cut boards out of it, and then they use that for the lapping on the Schaefer, Oklahoma. Oh, this is Schaefer. Then he used it to cover the side of the shed, whatever it is. But all right, everyone. Thank you for coming on. I don't know, probably was it 11, 12, 1, 2, maybe about, probably around 2 o'clock I'll be back on. So heading back home. So I hope to see you then. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me, making sure I made it here in one piece. All right, till later. See ya.